In this video, we'll be exploring what happens to your social media accounts when you die. We'll be looking at both YouTube and TikTok specifically. So if that sounds like something you want to learn more about, then stick around until the end of the video because it could affect you or someone you know in the future. We're all leaving behind a digital legacy. Our social media profiles, photos, and videos we post, they all create an everlasting impression of who we are. And that got me thinking, what happens to these profiles when we're gone? Is there even a way to find out? What do we leave behind? Well, it turns out there's more to it than meets the eye. You see, most people don't think about this until it's too late. They only realize the importance of their digital legacy once it's time to part with it. And there's no way to do it once you're gone. You can't log in and delete your account. No one can access your personal profiles once you've passed away. So it's important to take control of your digital legacy while you still can. And that's why in this video, we'll be covering how to permanently delete your TikTok and YouTube account before it's too late. It's imperative to understand the impact of our online presence on our loved ones. When we pass away, our digital assets become part of our estate, just like any other property, and that means they can be accessed by our heirs. But what if we don't want that? What if we want to ensure that our digital legacy is truly laid to rest? That's where permanent deletion comes in. Permanent deletion ensures that our online accounts and data are completely removed from the internet, leaving no trace of our digital existence. Permanent deletion of your YouTube account removes your channel, including all of your videos, photos, comments, likes, and subscribers. It also cancels any subscriptions you have made and deletes all of the data YouTube has collected about you. This includes your watch history, search history, and any other information you have provided to YouTube. However, there is one caveat to this process. Even if you delete your YouTube account, your videos may not be immediately removed. YouTube states that it may take up to 90 days for your videos to be deleted after your account is permanently removed. This is likely due to a number of factors, including technical limitations and legal requirements. For example, YouTube may need to retain certain information for legal or regulatory purposes. In addition, it may take time to remove all of your videos from servers around the world. But it is important to note that this is just an estimate, and the actual time frame may vary. If you decide to delete your YouTube account, it is important to understand the implications of this decision. For example, you will not be able to recover your account or any of the content that has been removed. Additionally, deleting your account will also remove any channels you have created within that account. It's also worth noting that deleting your YouTube account does not necessarily mean that your videos will be completely removed from the internet. Search engines may still index and display your videos even after your account has been deleted. This is because search engines cache web pages for a period of time, so that they can be displayed in search results. So if you are concerned about the permanence of deleting your YouTube account, you may want to take additional steps to remove your videos from search engines. Overall, deleting your YouTube account is a significant decision that should not be taken lightly. On the other hand, deleting your TikTok account is simpler and quicker. Your profile and account details are deleted within 30 days after deactivation. Any videos you posted will remain on the platform unless you delete them yourself. This means if you deactivate your TikTok account but don't delete your videos, they'll remain on the platform without any way for you to access them or make changes to them. However, if you delete your videos before deactivating your account, they will be permanently removed and cannot be recovered. Deactivating your TikTok account doesn't remove your account completely. Instead, it hides your profile and account details from the public until your account is deleted. During this time, your videos will still be visible on TikTok unless you delete them. After 30 days of deactivation, your TikTok account and all of its contents will be permanently deleted and cannot be recovered. Unlike YouTube, TikTok doesn't specify exactly how long it will take to delete your account after deactivation. If you decide to delete your TikTok account, it's important to understand the implications of this decision. Deactivating your account does not cancel any subscriptions you may have purchased through the app. You'll need to contact customer support to request a refund for any unused subscriptions. It's also worth noting that deleting your TikTok account does not necessarily mean that your videos will be completely removed from the internet. Search engines may still index and display your videos even after your account has been deleted. This is because search engines cache web pages for a period of time so that they can be displayed in search results. So if you are concerned about the permanence of deleting your TikTok account, you may want to take additional steps to remove your videos from search engines. Overall, deleting your TikTok account is a significant decision that should not be taken lightly. And while the platform makes it easy to do, it's important to understand the implications of this decision before proceeding. If you choose to deactivate your account, your profile and account details will be hidden until your account is permanently deleted. After 30 days, your TikTok account and all of its contents will be permanently deleted and cannot be recovered. However, if you choose to delete your videos before deactivating your account, they will also be permanently removed and cannot be recovered. Additionally, you'll need to contact customer support to request a refund for any unused subscriptions. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to delete your TikTok account is a personal one. There is no right or wrong answer, and what works best for one person may not work best for another. It's important to weigh the pros and cons carefully before making a decision. Now, let's talk about what happens to your social media accounts if you don't delete them. If you don't take any action, your YouTube account will continue to exist and your videos will continue to be publicly visible. Your loved ones will have access to your account and can view your videos and other content you have shared. However, they will not be able to change or delete anything on your account unless they have your permission. This means that your videos will remain on YouTube indefinitely, unless they are removed by YouTube for violating community guidelines or other policies. Similarly, your TikTok account will also continue to exist and your videos will remain on the platform unless you delete them yourself. Your loved ones will have access to your account and can view your videos and other content you have shared. However, they will not be able to change or delete anything on your account unless they have your permission. This means that your videos will remain on TikTok indefinitely, unless they are removed by TikTok for violating community guidelines or other policies. In conclusion, what happens to your social media accounts when you die depends on the actions you take while you are alive. If you delete your accounts, your videos and other content will be permanently removed. However, if you don't take any action, your videos will continue to be publicly visible, and your loved ones will have access to your accounts. It's important to consider what you want to happen to your digital legacy before it is too late. So take control of your digital legacy today by planning for what you want to happen to your accounts and data when you're gone. What do you think about what happens to your accounts when you die? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And that's all for now. See you next time. What will happen to your Facebook account when you die? Will it be deleted, or will it live on in some form? How will people interact with your digital legacy? And what happens to all the photos, videos, and memories you've shared online? Welcome to my channel. Today we're diving into the intriguing realm of digital afterlife. Let us explore what happens to your social media accounts and online presence when you're no longer here. As of now, there are over 2.7 billion active Facebook users worldwide. That's nearly 1/3 of the planet's population, each person contributing to a vast digital landscape filled with personal stories, experiences, and connections. But have you ever stopped to think about what happens to these digital lives when we're no longer around to manage them? What becomes of our Facebook profiles, tweets, and Instagram feeds once we're gone? It's an unsettling yet crucial question that many of us don't want to face. When someone dies, their physical possessions are often divided among their loved ones. Some items might be cherished and kept, while others might be discarded. But what happens to the digital possessions we accumulate during our lives? Our social media profiles, online accounts, and digital files don't have a straightforward answer. Until recently, there was limited discussion around the management and eventual fate of these digital assets. However, the increasing significance of our online presence is pushing this issue to the forefront. Let's take Facebook, one of the most popular social media platforms globally, as our first stop on this journey. According to Facebook's terms of service, accounts can only be deactivated upon the user's death. This is because they view accounts as belonging to individuals who use them. Therefore, the account should be managed by the individual or someone authorized by them. However, Facebook recognizes the need to address accounts after a user's death, and provides for it in their terms of service. If a user passes away, their friends or family members can request the deactivation or memorialization of their Facebook account. Deactivation means removing the account from Facebook completely, whereas memorialization keeps the account but restricts who can access it. To handle these requests, Facebook has established a process where a designated person, such as a friend or family member, must provide a valid death certificate along with a request. Upon verification, Facebook will either deactivate the account or turn it into a memorial. A memorial account cannot be deleted, but the account's visibility is restricted. Only friends of the deceased can view the profile, timeline, posts, and photos. Additionally, any new account activity, including logins, posts, or profile changes, are disabled. While this policy ensures that the deceased person's digital remains are handled with respect, it also raises questions. What if the deceased had no close friends or family willing to handle their account? Who will request deactivation or memorialization in such cases? Facebook hasn't publicly addressed this concern, leaving a gap in their policy. Moreover, this approach assumes that the deceased would have chosen either complete removal or memorialization, but perhaps some aspects of their online presence could be preserved while others could be removed. For example, should their profile pictures and cover photos be deleted or kept? Should their friend list be removed or remain accessible in the memorialized version? These questions highlight the complexity of managing digital legacies and the need for more nuanced solutions. Moving on, let's delve into Twitter, another popular social media platform. Twitter's approach to inactive accounts is significantly different from Facebook's. After a Twitter account has been inactive for 30 days, it may be converted into an inactive account. An inactive account is one that hasn't logged in, sent messages, or logged in through a device in the last 30 days. Twitter clearly states that they do not permanently delete inactive accounts, although they acknowledge that account holders may wish for their data to be deleted. However, Twitter does not offer an easy way to do this. Inactive account holders must contact Twitter support and make a specific request for their data deletion. Twitter then stores the account holder's data for up to 30 months before deleting it. Twitter mentions that there are exceptions to this policy, such as when legal authorities request data for investigations or litigation. Furthermore, Twitter notes that certain account features such as timelines and profiles might be kept even if the account itself is deleted. This suggests that the complete removal of an individual's online presence from Twitter isn't possible. Lastly, let's look at Instagram, a visual social media platform owned by Meta, the same company that owns Facebook. Similar to Facebook, Instagram allows users to tag others in posts, which creates complexities when those individuals pass away. Instagram hasn't explicitly stated how they handle deceased users' accounts, but based on their policies regarding account ownership and control, it's likely that the account will be transferred to a personal representative or next of kin. However, the process for doing so is unclear and requires contacting Instagram directly. It's important to note that these policies apply only to the major social media platforms. There are countless other websites and online services where individuals have accounts. The policies regarding inactive or deceased users vary widely across these platforms. Some platforms may delete accounts after a set period of inactivity, while others may keep the account but restrict access. Now let's shift our focus to email accounts. Email continues to be a primary form of communication for many people. So what happens to our email accounts when we die? Email providers have different approaches to managing deceased users' accounts. Some providers like Gmail allow for the creation of a will-like document that designates a trusted individual to access the account after the user's death. This approach gives control to the user, allowing them to decide who manages their digital legacy. Other providers may require a court order or next of kin to provide proof of death before granting access to the account. Additionally, email providers may store emails indefinitely, unless the account holder specifically requests deletion. This means that even after a person is gone, their email account might still hold valuable information, including personal correspondence, financial records, and passwords stored in the account. The management of these accounts raises complex issues regarding privacy, security, and the ethical use of digital assets. Another aspect to consider is what happens to our online accounts when we become incapacitated and unable to manage them ourselves. In these situations, having a trusted individual with power of attorney over our accounts is crucial. This person can ensure that our digital presence is maintained or handled according to our wishes. In conclusion, the policies surrounding the management of our online accounts after death or incapacitation are still evolving. While companies like Facebook and Twitter have established guidelines, there are gaps and complexities that need to be addressed. The lack of a standardized approach leaves many questions unanswered. Who will handle your Facebook account if you die without friends or family? How are the accounts of minors managed? What rights do individuals have over their own digital legacy? As our online presence grows, these questions become increasingly important. We need a system that respects the wishes of individuals and protects their digital legacy. Perhaps a combination of legal and technological solutions can pave the way, ensuring that our online lives don't just fade into oblivion, but are managed with the same care and respect we deserve. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the realm of digital afterlife. If you found this video thought-provoking, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Your engagement helps us continue exploring these fascinating topics. Remember to subscribe for more captivating content. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and see you in the next video.